Hello everyone, welcome back to the Black Gentleman's Premium Cigar and Spirits channel. And today, I'm out here with a CAO Amazon Basin cigar. This is a 6x52 stick, and I'm enjoying this with one of my own creations. I'm actually enjoying this with some apple pie moonshine. Some salted caramel apple pie moonshine to be correct. Alrighty, so let's get into it. Like I said, this is a 6x52 stick. It's tightly packed, as you can see. I mean, to the point where it's somewhat kind of hard. Even though it's tightly packed, thanks to my friend Terrell, who I grew up with, T, who gave me this cigar, and believe it or not, this is my first one ever. He gave me this cigar, and he kept it in his humidor. Perfect. And you know how I feel. If I wanted to use it as a straw, I could. Now, that being said, it is 6x52, tightly packed, and off of the cold draw, I got a faint hint of cedar with a little bit of spice. Off of the body, you get heavy cedar, and off of the foot, you get cedar. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get to the first third before I let you know what I think about it. But again, I am enjoying this with salted caramel apple pie moonshine. All right, folks, see you after the first third. Okay, everyone, we are back. And let me give you a little bit more on this cigar, even though a lot of people do know of it. The wrapper itself is an Ecuadorian Sumatra. The binder is Nicaraguan. And the filler is Brazilian, Bragantia, and 5 different tobaccos combined to make this. So, if you want to know for sure, because I know I butchered the one name, look it up. But that being said, this cigar is delivering in spades. Now, for me, unfortunately, I'm not getting a raisin off of this because of probably what I'm drinking with it. But I am getting that oak, and I'm getting what they are saying is cocoa. So it's an oak and cocoa, but I'm also getting a little bit of black pepper, which tends to linger on the palate. Through the retrohale, it's heavy oak. I mean, it's almost a sweet oak that's coming through on the retrohale. Now, on top of that, the one thing I have noticed is this thing is heavily smoky. Like just the lightest puff, and your mouth is hit with a creamy smoke, no diddy, that, like I said, delivers everything in spades. It sometimes can be soft, but most of the time it's just a, say, medium strength delivery that isn't overpowering. So someone who's a newbie who got a hold of this stick won't be overpowered. And for the seasoned veteran out there, they'll love it. They'll be picking up all the nuances coming through this cigar. All right, now that's the first third. I'll get back with you at the halfway point and let you know if there's any change. All right. Okay, folks, this is what I'm drinking and enjoying with this cigar. I basically put it together. This is salted caramel apple pie moonshine. I made this batch, I believe it was Thursday of last week. And this is Sunday. I let it sit. And right now, just nice and smooth. No, I didn't overpower it to get people super drunk because truthfully, I don't drink it a lot. But a couple of friends who I hang with and relatives do like it, so I make it for them. And I usually make it right now during the break of the winter weather going into spring. So that being said, this with the cigar, to me, is a solid 7.5. Reason why I'm giving it that, I believe that I could have made this moonshine a little bit better. So, of course, the rating for it. The cigar itself, I'm say is a solid 8.5. But me being me, I think I could have made this a little bit better, so I'm knocking myself. All right, folks, I'll see you at the halfway point of the cigar. We have now made it to the halfway point. And as you can see, the burn has left the shag, is now on the kitty coaster side. It's not razor sharp, but it's trying to get there on itself. Now, let me tell you about the flavor profile change in this. The oak is now it's on the palate, let alone through the retrohale. They said you should be able to taste some jammy raisin. I don't know what jammy raisin is, but what I do know is it's starting to dry out the palate like you're eating peanuts with the skin still on them. Not the shell, folks, but the skin that's inside the shell. That being said, it's not bad, but I'm glad I do have this apple pie moonshine because it makes it a little bit more tolerable. And believe it or not, it's making that black pepper very enjoyable. It tones it down so it doesn't burn in your cheeks on your palate. It sits there from one puff to the next. And it's, like I said, it's not bad, it's not overwhelming, it's just right. Also, the aromatics of this is musty. It's like musty earth. If you know what I'm talking about, you've been out, hanging out, and you see like bumblebees messing around out on logs that look like they're decaying. It's that odor that you get from around that. Now, on top of that, the one thing I did notice is this thing puts out heavy plumes. Again, heavy plumes of smoke, but it doesn't go out very easy. I sat here and I let it sit for close to 2 minutes, and it just sparked up. There was no hint that the cherry was still burning, which is good because sometimes you may have to sit your cigar down and take a phone call. All right, folks. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and get to this final third. And like I said, this is going quite well with this salted caramel apple pie moonshine. And again, even at the halfway point, I'm still giving it this 7.5, but I may move it up. I don't know yet. If it gets a little bit more intense and I start to pick out another little flavor nuance in this, I'll let you know. And if I do, I'll move it up to an 8. All right, folks, I'll see you at the final third. We have now made it down to that final third. As you can see, that burn is trying to make itself razor sharp. And there was another flavor profile change. There is a little bit of sweetness coming off of this cigar on the palate during this. Like I said, it happened, I would say, about 3 or 4 minutes ago, right before I started recording this. It's not bad, it's not overpowering, but it's just a hint of sweetness. So that may be, they said it's like a tree sap. So maybe that's what I'm getting off of this cigar right now. But it's still holding true to that oak through the retrohale with a little bit of black pepper. The aromatics is heavy oak. And that, again, like I said, now I'm getting dryness of the mouth like I'm eating peanuts with the skins on them. That being said, I'm going to have to give this and this apple pie moonshine that 8. They actually do go together. It, like I said, it handles that black pepper that sometimes want to overpower the palate. Like I said, it's there, it lingers on the cheeks from one puff to the next, but it's not unbearable. It actually becomes enjoyable. That being said, this will be the last video for this, and I will definitely try this indoors. I've been doing this lately where I smoke a cigar outdoors, smoke a cigar indoors, because believe it or not, the temperature, the weather plays a major part in these. And sometimes this may not be a cigar that you want to smoke outside, but I did, and I'm giving it an 8. Maybe if I smoke it indoors, it'll be a little bit different. Who knows? But that's what I'm going to do. And one thing I did have to do, been a long time, but I had to hit it with the perfect draw. It had a fat old knot in it, and it was affecting it, like I said, right after the halfway point. It wasn't bad. Once I put the perfect draw on it, it came right on out, and the flavors just kept rolling. All right, folks, you know what I say. If you got cigars, smoke them. If you got a lot of them, share them. That being said, I'll see you on the next cigar. I'm out.
Picture a blackboard with class notes. And might I note that what she wrote, the epitome of no joke. In my notes I wrote no hope, and in my soul just a kid with some good great goals. More ambitious than most, so on my wayside tote Ticonderoga, half of y'all can't cope. Trying to make my rise, I'm just testing the slope. Trying to take it slow, fast life said nope. Every day's another synonym. Some days I wear the same clothes, same class, dream about the same hoes. Bad women named Cinnamon. But then again, if I sleep more, I might just freak more. Always been a dreamer, but my dreams I ignore. Ain't dreaming about no answers, I don't need to dream more. Grades been poor, cause I dream me, my TA in a sex relay. We need direction these days, hey. But it's okay, best believe we gon' get it. One day, good life we gon' live it. Oh wait, until that day, gotta get those grades. But it's okay, best believe we gon'